Beep, beep, beep.
Photo search.
We are leading through the inland sea, en route to the island empire of Japan. This is a sacred dance regularly performed before the temple at Miyajima, regarded by the inhabitants as a most solemn event.
San, are you sharpening the knives properly?
Of course, Father-san, I make sure they are all very sharp.
Very good. How about you, Yoshi-san?
Yes, Father-san, they are all squeaky clean. Listen.
Squeak, squeak.
Very good. Always remember all our products must be made of the highest quality.
Yes, Father-san. I got it! I created the 3-speed gear. Now our company will be famous in the bike industry.
Yes, we'll be able to attract all the US manufacturers. No more making sushi knives and
Yay!
gun barrels.
Yes!
Yay!
Having seen how Shimano shifted from producing gun barrels and sushi knives into the bicycle components industry, let us take a closer look at various stages of the value chain within the bicycle industry. We begin with the raw material suppliers, who provide raw materials such as rubber, wood, and plastic, which are processed in the next stage. Firstly, the Specialized Industries Group, whose core competency is focused on other areas of business such as Michelin, which specializes in manufacturing tires. Second would be the Non-Moving Components Group, which make non-moving parts of the bicycle, such as the saddle. Lastly would be the Mechanical Components Group, which includes Shimano. This is the group which manufactures parts such as gears. It is here that Shimano has been able to capture a large portion of the value chain. Being the dominant producer of mechanical components, it can use its large market share to effect change when it comes up with new product innovations. Superior technology such as cold forging allows Shimano to produce mechanical components of high product quality at a low cost. This has allowed Shimano to sell its various components as a bundle, leading customers to define Shimano products by their bundles rather than individual components, building Shimano's brand equity. These three groups supply the manufacturers, who then assemble all the various components to form a bicycle. The bicycle is then shipped to distributors and retailers, and it is this final group that can come in the form of stores, catalogs, or dealerships. It is from this group that customers will purchase their bicycles. Yay! What is this? How can SRAM be copying us? I'm going to sue them for copying our gear shifters!
Competition from Campy and the big three players. The real threat for them come from a small US company called SRAM. Although SRAM is only 1/10 the size of Shimano, they are able to produce shifters which are more popular than our product. This has allowed them to break into the OEM market, which is the most lucrative segment in the industry. And by the year 2007, they are planning to launch their own bundled products of mechanical parts. And this is the real threat to Shimano's business. While they are not able to offer the full range of high-quality products that as we do, their move will undermine our position as the exclusive provider of bundled mechanical parts in the industry and weakens our bargaining power. This will force us to reduce our price due to competition and eat into our profit margin.
Why don't we do nothing?
We must do something! If we do nothing, our market share will keep eroding, and Shimano could stand to lose its top position. Also, we can't have a price war because everyone will lose. We can't differentiate our products since SRAM produces better gear shifters.
So, what should we do?
We're going to acquire SRAM. That's what we're going to do.
SRAM produce very good shifters that Shimano is not able to compete against. If we acquire them, not only do we eliminate a very strong competitor, we are also able to use their technology to offer better products. According to its enterprise value, debt and cash, Shimano has an enterprise value of $990 million. Assuming a similar capital structure for SRAM,
SRAM will have an enterprise value of $97 million. However, Shimano can afford to pay a much higher price than that. Purchasing SRAM will help Shimano to break into the middle market without eroding its brand value. It also helps Shimano to spread the high fixed cost over a larger quantity of outputs. Furthermore, the acquisition will save Shimano about $200 to $300 million that would have gone into customer discounts should SRAM enters into the competition. Therefore, Shimano should be prepared to pay at least $200 to $300 million for SRAM, and this guarantees them high chance of success because their price is 3 times higher than SRAM's fair enterprise value.
The capital expenditure for this transaction is not a problem for Shimano, as they have a much higher net cash flow of $460 million for year 2005. Even if this is not enough, they can always try to reduce their equity to asset ratio, which is high at 86%. If they reduce this ratio by 10%, they will be able to generate another $100 million cash flow. Backed by a solid balance sheet, Shimano definitely has the required financial capability to complete the transaction.
Given SRAM's strengths in gear shifter technology, as well as the potential for Shimano to use SRAM's brand to enter into the middle market to capture a greater market share, the acquisition of SRAM by Shimano is beneficial to both parties. That is why, for Shimano to retain its dominant market position, it should and has to acquire SRAM.
Well, you done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to beat you, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks, and now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my bestest, and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some. I won't